Hello, hello, all of you joining. Tonight's morning time face routine is going to be right at 7, so waiting for people to join. So if you see me switching between two screens or my eyes moving between these two screens, I'm talking to Instagram land and Facebook land. So I'll be kind of switching between the two. Hey Facebook! For those of you that are joining, type in where you're from. We get lots of people across the US, which is fun to see. If you're from, we have a lot of people that were from Idaho and Oklahoma last time, which was interesting. Really fun. Welcome guys. We're going to be talking about my morning time face routine and what's in those ingredients, or what's in those products, the ingredients in those products, and why they're beneficial for you for morning and throughout the day use. As you're putting it on in the morning, how that affects your skin throughout the day, and why I'm developing product for different causes. Now, of course, we have some people that will use morning time product at night because their skin likes it better, and that's okay too. This is kind of more about you and introducing you to some products that I did develop for morning and how you can use them for your morning time routine. Minnesota, Michigan, Buffalo, Minnesota, let's see where else. Nebraska, Montana, very cool. Welcome you guys, welcome everyone. We'll get started here in just a minute or so. Just kind of prepping you guys for what tonight's talk about is. I even drew you guys a special picture. It's very, very sweet. And once we get to that, absolutely we'll be explaining more about it. I'll be visiting Buffalo soon, so I've got my growing list ready. Where are you from? That's awesome. Minio, okay. Hello from Las Vegas. Hello. Very cool. This is going to be a great one for you. Weather is very dry there. Minnesota. Cool. Cool, cool. I got my list. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get started. There's lots of people that join throughout, on, off. If you stay on, you're going to, all the way to the end, you're going to see some things at the end that we're doing this week for product, which is really fun. Visiting my daughter Heidi. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take you through my morning FaceTime routine and why I use different products in the morning versus evening care routine. If you guys haven't seen the other videos that I've done yet, I did a nighttime routine, and a lot of people benefited from that. We've had people using the product since then, a lot of people that purchased product since then, and we've gotten lots of write-ins with their pictures and how much their skin has improved, more elasticity, more as an anti-wrinkle effect that they want, smoothing out lines and wrinkles, dark circles, all that good stuff. So really cool for you guys to watch the videos and be educated from the product developer, myself, Meg with ModernRoots, and learn why I'm developing product based on skin cells and that skin cell attraction to different things. So it's important for skin. This is how I start my morning. It's important for skin to drink water first thing in the morning. So most people drink coffee, but if you're drinking coffee without added water, or a glass of water or something, you're really dehydrating your skin, and then you actually look older throughout the day instead of being able to plump up your skin. So from the inside out, you do want to have a big glass of water before you were to move on to coffee or chaga. So if you guys haven't checked out our chaga video, it's really beneficial for skin. So the other thing that you can do is lemon water or sole water, which is a tablespoon of salt mixed in 16 ounces of water, which is a lot of salt, but it helps hydrate your body. It's basically an electrolyte for the day. So also really good for your skin. You'll notice a big difference in that big glass of water in the morning. and how these products work with hyaluronic acid, sodium lactate, how that works inside the cell from the body out. So all these products can be followed along with at modernroots.org. So if you hear me say a product, you can jot it down, write it down, make a note to yourself, or go to the website and type it in. You can kind of follow along with what the product looks like, or also put it on your list. We have a lot of people that have been doing that, or put it in their cart so they can refer to it later. You can follow along, of course, at modernroots.org, and that's where you can purchase product as well, or read about the product. I also blog about some of the ingredients, so you can read that as well. We ship directly to your home, or you can check us out in the store, and we'll be glad to help you in store as well. So without further ado, we're going to start with a revitalizing face mask. So normally this is going to stay on for about 15 minutes. I'm going to leave it on for about 5 minutes today, which is totally fine. If you have 5 to 15 minutes, that's great. I have some people that leave it on up to an hour. Also totally fine. So put my hair back a little bit. All right. How did you guys hear about Modern Roots? If people that are new to Modern Roots, go ahead and comment. Let us know. I love knowing. Okay, so this is the Revitalizing Clay Mask. It's very well loved. The label's kind of getting rubbed off. But this is what it looks like. It's pretty dark, brownish, brick red, and that comes from the kaolin clay. So it's a non-drying, it's actually pink Hawaiian kaolin clay, not just plain kaolin clay. It's a non-drying clay mask that's main function, okay, is to balance the pH and even skin tone, okay? And then it's great for mature skin, all right? This one I developed without having to add water to it. Some of our other ones, you grab a little bit, you put it in your palm, you get your fingertips wet, and then you make a mess out of it in your hand and it smooths on really silky smooth. You don't need to do a water additive with this one. The secondary function of this mask, and whenever I put a mask on, I do small little circles. And I'm using about a quarter size all over face, a healthy quarter size amount. But the second function is to rid your skin of blemishes, and that's the purpose of the clay. Kaolin and bentonite clay are both in this, and it's a white kaolin clay, and then we also have a Moroccan slash Hawaiian combination kaolin clay, also known as pink kaolin clay. Both of these clays partner to magnetize dirt. So what it does is it goes into the pore basically. Everyone's like, oh, clays magically just clean your skin. No. Okay. They magnetize the dirt in the pore to pull it out, to make sure that the pore is getting extra cleaned well. And the reason for that is because the cleaner you clean your pores, the smaller they stay over time. Okay, and the cleaner that the pore is, it appears smaller because you're not highlighting it with dirt. That makes sense? Any questions so far on the Revitalizing Clay Mask? Again, I kind of just keep going. I kind of rub it in really good, you know, just, it's really glossy. Did you guys see? I go pretty close to my eyes. I always do my eyebrows. Eyebrows get flaky and gross, so do your eyebrows, your nose. All right. This also has urethral root in it, and that protects against oxidative stress. So oxygen helps break down tissue, as we know, and that oxidative stress damage ends up wrinkling us. A lot of people prematurely if they're not using product. At Modern Roots, I use urethral root as an anti-aging agent. It is a really cool root that we use. So the other part of the Revitalizing Clay Mask is the rose geranium that we have in it, and that protects and balances skin's natural oil protection while enhancing circulation. So we're gonna leave this on, like I said, about 5 minutes. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you something I drew for you guys. It's a cross section of top skin layer. And I might do a separate video on this, a really more involved Hi from Burnsville, hi. It's a more involved, in the future, maybe map of a cross section of the top skin layer. Because when we start talking about all of these different things and ingredients and why they're important, people kind of gloss over like, okay, vitamin C, cool, what? Yeah, okay, produces collagen, right? But we really want to focus on something that has purpose. Why vitamin C? Why hyaluronic acid? Why sodium lactate? Why different clays? And what level of skin do those reach? So this is my chart I drew. Okay, so here I'll show Facebook land. And okay, so first we're going to talk about something that I talk about at ModernRoots often. And yes, I have the crayons to prove it earlier. This is a cross section of top skin layer by Meg with ModernRoots. I feel like a little kid that did an art project. But first we're going to talk about the acid mantle. Here's the acid mantle, the very top layer of the skin, okay? And it goes down in this picture. Obviously it's very, very, very small, but microscopically, it's a good chunk there. And the acid mantle is very fine. It's slightly acidic the surface on the skin. It acts as a barrier to bacteria, viruses, or contaminants. And eczema is typically formed within the acid mantle. Okay, dry skin or stuff, something that you can repair, but over time it gets deeper and deeper for some people. So top of the acid mantle, okay, so here's the acid mantle right here. Right above the acid mantle is our microbiome. And our microbiome is the healthy layer basically of healthy bacteria on our skin that helps fight bad bacteria. So keeping our microbiome's pH level consistent and nurtured is really important. So when your microbiome gets off, you typically get infection, or you can get a rash or a something fungal going on because you don't have this healthy balance of bacteria, okay? Next up would be our lipid layer, and that's right here, okay? It's kind of orangey black here, right? That's the lipid layer. It's our skin's natural fat layer. You almost can't see it if you were to cut yourself unless you took that cross section of your skin and laid it sideways. This is a cross section of skin, okay? And looked at it microscopically, you can find this little tiny fat layer. This provides structure to the skin and support. So the structure and support of our skin is held together by our fatty lipid layer. Okay, you'll sometimes hear, different lipids. This helps the lipids. This helps the acid mantle. This helps the microbiome, right? So having a healthy different layers in every category there, and where products can reach differently, like ingredients can reach to different levels. We'll be talking about that throughout tonight, and how I have in the past as well. But this is kind of a good visual for you to see the cross section of the skin. Then we have the epidermis, and the epidermis includes the entire top layer, the top section, okay? And it limits objects into the body. So now we've kind of course it's going to help with some bacteria, but we have a couple other layers that do bacteria, virus, contaminants, and now we're kind of more into the epidermis, which particles from getting into our body. It contains live and dead skin cells, and it's referred to as the outer layer of the skin often. Then we have the dermis, which is lower, and deeper in the dermis is where we have protein collagen, right? This is our protein collagen and where it's made. And then we have these little circles basically, right, throughout here, as protein collagen is made from the fibroblast cells, and where collagen is made, okay? So that's important to know, because we gotta reach all the way down to here in order to get collagen production and stimulate collagen production. And we got to be able to know what ingredients those are to give you more collagen production, because when you have results, you love the product, right? If you guys have any questions on this, jump in. I'll answer some questions for you if you have it. But right here is where our hair follicle is, down in the dermis. The follicle sits down in the dermis. This is where it's held together. The hair follicle's held there, helps stimulate growth there as well. And a really clean hair follicle helps hair to grow better. So these are our little hair follicles. We have some little blood vessels coming up through. If you nick yourself, sometimes you'll bleed, sometimes you won't. That's because it's not a constant blood vessel. And then underneath where collagen is produced, underneath the dermis, is the subcutaneous level. So a lot of times you'll get a shot or something that you need, as in using a needle, they'll say it needs to be sub-Q or subcutaneous because it needs to go deep into that level. Okay, so this is my drawing for you guys to understand what we're going to be talking more in depth about tonight. So now that I've had that on about 5 minutes, I use a dark washcloth whenever I use masks. I don't mask every day. I do like this mask 1 time a week, sometimes every other week. But in general, if you're a mask lover, 2 to 3 times a week, it's plenty, you know? And you just wipe it off. Make sure to get up your nose because it loves to go there. Just leaves your skin really silky soft. We have a lot of write-ins about this, and it's a favorite product for many. Any questions on the Revitalizing face mask? Ooh, almost done. Okay, I don't see any questions on it, so we're going to move on. Okay, so the next step in a morning time routine, of course I'm going to have to say it, and it's almost everybody's favorite product. Oh, before I mention that, I'm going to mention the mineral face wash. I'm not going to use it. I like this one typically more at night. Somebody asked what's in it. So what's in the Revitalizing face mask? Kaolin clay, pink kaolin, white kaolin, bentonite clay, urethra rose geranium, and the clays act as a magnet to dirt in the pores. Okay, so mineral face wash is really focused on clay as well. So this one has a really light surfactant in it, and that's a cleanser, really good for mature skin. It has, it's more mature or for really sensitive skin. It's a gentle diatomaceous earth cleanse, and it's antibacterial naturally, which is really cool. It has kaolin, bentonite clay, all in conjunction to help resurface the acid mantle. Huh? Now you know what the acid mantle is. Okay, so that acid mantle on the top here, we're resurfacing it. When you resurface your acid mantle, you get that glowing, nice look to your skin. You're also taking off dead skin cells, which helps new skin cells replenish, and that's why you get that nice dewy look to your skin. It is very gentle, yet very effective with surfactants, like I talked about, very, very gentle surfactants. Those are cleansers. And then it has gentle colloidal oats, which helps to calm skin and to soothe skin while it's cleansing. So sometimes I'll put something in it like green tea oil or shea oil, or in this case, colloidal oats, because while we're cleansing, if it's for people that are sensitive, we want to, I call it backwashing. I want to backwash it with something that's going to tone down their redness, or something that's going to ease them into this cleanser. We still need to cleanse, but we still want to be gentle to the skin. So there's also nettle extract, vanilla absolute, lime, patchouli, vitamin B5, and they all of those in conjunction tone the skin, and it preps your skin's natural barrier. Remember how we talked about this epidermis protecting our natural barrier even up into the acid mantle? So what we're doing is enhancing our protective barrier, okay? So what we're going to use today, or I'm going to use today, is the milk kefir face wash. So I'm gonna flip up my hair, okay? Ooh, I got like a rooster going. Okay, so here's the milk kefir face wash. It's one of our most popular face washes. It literally makes your face feel like this. It makes your face feel amazing. Somebody said it smells so good. So it has it's a silky gel texture. I'm gonna get my face wet quick. I don't use hot water. I use warm, a little bit past lukewarm, okay? So we can still effectively cleanse, but I don't wanna be too harsh on my skin. Okay, so this is a silky gel, okay? Kind of goopy, okay? It has rounded bamboo in it. It is super silk, okay? It gives an effective light daily exfoliant. So it's gentle but safe to use every day. If you've never used this, I'm not even kidding you. It's like, wow, intense, like cooling, grapefruity, wonderful goodness. So it's incredibly peppy. It has Japanese peppermint and grapefruit essential oils, unlike any other face cleanser you've tried. I'm serious. It's kind of like knock your socks off. Men love this. Teenage boys love this. We don't just make women's products. These are unisex. So lots of people end up loving it. A lot of people will buy it for themselves. Women come in and buy it for themselves. Their son or their husband always steals this one. This is intense. It feels really good. But it's great for dry or oily skin, and it's popular with all skin types, okay? It prepares the skin for the day, and it wakes up your senses. Girl, it wakes up the senses. And then the kefir helps to balance the pH and the microbiome and bacteria that exists there. Oh, you guys know all about the microbiome now, don't you? Because you got like a construction paper crayon drawing, okay? Microbiome, okay? Microbiome. Whew, this is so peppy. So I'm just gonna leave it for a couple of seconds. I do like to leave some of the product on for a little bit because I feel like, hey, if I'm paying for it, I'm letting this soak in for a second. Know what I'm saying? Yes, so love this. It also has the milk kefir in it. The milk kefir, like I said before, helps balance that pH and the microbiome and bacteria that exists there. So if we're taking care of our levels, every level is stronger, and stronger together means better, healthier skin. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this puppy off. How many of you are using the milk kefir face wash? Have you used it? I get people that'll be like, oh, I used it, and then I decided to try something different, and I immediately came back in, threw away the old stuff, and had to get this back again. It's life-changing. I have people that if they think the formula changed at all, they'll write in because they've used it for so long and they love it. But it's just a wonderful product. It is definitely wake up your senses, okay? Woo! I'm ready for the day already. Okay. So next we're going to be doing the Cranberry toner. I featured this on the nighttime one. So if you want, you can certainly use the clear skin toner, that has lavender and frankincense in it. And that's sat for a little while, and then we extract it. We siphon it off and be able to put those in bottles for you guys. And a lot of people absolutely love the clear skin toner. The Cranberry toner is a couple steps up. It's got think of it like face food. Okay, I think of the Cranberry toner as face food. It's got sodium lactate, hibiscus, and black currants, all great astringents for the face, and it's without stripping any moisture, which is great. It's got powerful cranberry essential oil and cranberry extract, and they're both antioxidants and help to tone the skin or tighten the skin, okay? I have some people that use the cranberry toner, just squirt, squirt, and then they use it on their hands, on their face, but it's meant to be used with cotton swabs, and the reason is because it acts like a micellar product, where once it hits the product hits the cotton or the biodegradable cotton ones that we have that are reusable at the store at ModernRoots, once it hits that, its tail, microscopically, its tail turns, and it helps to pull out more dirt out of the pores, okay? So that's how a micellar works. So you can skip the cotton ball, but you're not gonna get the effect of pulling out of the pore more, okay? All right, toss that. So we've prepped our face with our toner. This toner is also, helps to tighten the skin with those cranberry extract, and we actually press cranberries for this. It's enhanced with hyaluronic acid, which is phenomenal for a toner. And we use the highest quality of hyaluronic acid. There's 5 levels. We use the highest level. We don't mess around. Like, if you use the least effective level of hyaluronic acid, you get to just the acid mantle. We want to get deep. We want to get deep, right? We want to get to the cell level, the new cell level, where we are pulling in that moisture and plumping our skin cells up to 400%. That's pretty amazing. That's the #1 anti-wrinkle in an ingredient. So is hyaluronic acid. Okay, and the cranberry toner, I always say it's mighty, but relatively gentle. Like, a lot of people that have sensitive skin really still love it. It provides natural moisturizing and helps to smooth lines and wrinkles, and it feels amazing. It's silky smooth. For those of you that have used cranberry toner, you totally know what I mean. And you feel the tightness. It's awesome. Oh my gosh. So a lot of people, see, like, I feel it right now. Like, I feel like I'm getting tighter. Yeah, I love it. So when you start to feel tighter, sometimes people associate that with dryness, and that's not true. Sometimes. Depends on the product. Hyaluronic acid's actually plumping your skin cells. So when you start to feel tighter, but then you feel your face and you're like, oh, but I'm actually not dry. That is the hyaluronic acid going into the cell, and your cell taking the moisture from washing and all that stuff that's on your skin, which is important to keep your skin a little bit damp between processes here. And it plumps out those fine lines and wrinkles. So that's when you feel it getting tight, you should be like, it's working. I love it. When you're pumping out those fine lines and wrinkles all the time, you're not creating deeper decreases, which creates deeper wrinkles. Okay? Okay. Okay. So this next one I'm not going to put on today, but I do want to mention it. It's called Brighten Up. It's for body and face. We've had a lot of people be using it on face. It's a great time right now to add a serum, to add a vitamin C serum, and this is the ultimate vitamin C serum for body and face. This was built for body, but the results of people using it on their face, since the ingredients coincide face and body, have been excellent. Like, we've seen some really great results. So purpose is to fade age spots, even skin tone, with a major punch of ingredients to help support that cause. There's orange water extract in it. And you guys can jot this down and look online at it, Brighten Up. It's called Brighten Up with an exclamation point. Orange water extract to purify, sea buckthorn oil for intense nourishment. It's rich in fatty acids, key components to ceramides, right? Ceramides. A lot of ceramides are stripped from sea buckthorn oil, so I really believe in using the whole natural ingredient because it's like soil. Soil is meant to be there with all of its nutrients. So all of its nutrients, sea buckthorn oil is going into this. And it supports skin regeneration. It improves tone and texture while being anti-inflammatory. It's a liposomal vitamin C, and liposomal, guys, means it's more absorbable. That's all it means. It just means that it's more absorbable, which is really cool. More absorbable means deeper levels, right? Liposomes are tiny nano bubbles that mimic the body's own membranes, our own cell membranes, and liposomes speed and aid the absorption. rate, which is great. So that's why we specifically will use this liposomal vitamin C. It has allantoin, helps with skin irritations for rapid repair. It also helps to break up dead skin cells quicker, which is awesome. And it speeds exfoliation, okay? Then it has CoQ10 in it, and CoQ10 helps hold the vitamin C in your skin for longer. So the longer you can hold vitamin C in your skin, the more use your skin is going to get from it, okay? The more use your skin is going to get from the vitamin C that's in ingredient in this, because it has more time to absorb that vitamin C. So CoQ10 helps with that. CoQ10 also gives this really nice, purposeful glow to the skin, which is fun. And then lastly, it has green tea oil, shea oil, lime, horsetail, and honeysuckle, and they aid in nutrients and toning. So again, that's Brighten Up. I'm not going to put that on today, but it is a wonderful product that so many people are using on face for their morning time routine. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, just chime in, let me know. Chaga Eye. Everybody loves Chaga Eye. Like, everybody loves Chaga Eye. I love using it in the morning because it looks like this, kind of a light tan. Sometimes it's darker tan, sometimes it's lighter, and it depends on our extract that we're using. So I like to use it for puffy eyes in the morning. And don't forget your brows and the top of your lid. Don't get it in your eye, right? Because then it's all blurry. But I love to use it all the way around my eye. It smooths fine lines and wrinkles while reducing the appearance of dark circles. So many people use this on their eyes and they love it. Chaga extract is in it, obviously, Chaga eye cream, and it's an antioxidant. If you haven't seen our video on Chaga, highly recommend it. It goes through all of the product that we have with Chaga. We forage for our own Chaga, which is really great. There's not very many people that get their own ingredients like we do. But it also has jojoba, argan oil, which are gentle moisture, and then emu oil, ultra moisturizing while reducing oxidative stress. We kind of talked about that oxidative stress at the beginning. It has carrot seed oil, and carrot seed oil has a natural SPF, and it's vitamin A to boost collagen, and it also has vitamin E for moisturizing benefits, but it's also, carrot seed oil is very reparative, okay? From a natural perspective, not bumped up. These are all natural ingredients. In Chaga Eye, there's no breakdown chemical compounds that make it stronger. These are all 100% unrefined in the Chaga Eye, and people are loving that for that purpose. So at this time, sometimes I switch between this one and another one that I'm going to use, but the repairing face oil, if you have perioral dermatitis, which is dry patches around the mouth or around the nose or eyelids, this is phenomenal. If you have eczema on the face, wonderful. This has white willow bark in it. It also has some really great, like it has sea buckthorn in it. It has lots of reparative oils. It has CoQ10. It's highly beneficial for people that have dry patches on their face or perioral dermatitis, which is that dry patchiness around the mouth. Which if you go to the dermatologist, they're just going to give you a steroid, but I got lots of dermatologists that come in for this because it repairs their skin and they know what the good stuff is. So a wonderful product. But today I'm going to be using Ambrette face lotion. Ambrette, okay? A little bit goes a long way. It's ultra nourishing. This is actually a little bit lot for it, so I'm actually going to use it on my neck and chest too. Don't forget your neck and chest, super important. It's ultra nourishing lotion. It's not a cream. For me, I love the spring and fall, especially because it's not a heavy feeling. It's super lightweight, but has a large punch list of ingredients. If you guys just pull up on ModernRoots.org the ingredients in this puppy, we're reaching lots of different levels and we're focusing on lots of different purposes in this lotion while being light, okay? And when I say light, it's not a heavy feeling, it's almost like weightless, but it has a large amount of punch to it. So you go to the store, you get like, you know, Target or something, you get a regular lotion for face. No, it's so thin, right? Well, this is not thin. It's got rice water, great for high sensitivities. It's easy to use and it's really mild. Olive squalene, we don't use silicones at ModernRoots, so we use a lot of olive squalene, which is about 100 times the price of a silicone. Healthy skin cell rejuvenation comes from olive squalene, and it reduces pigmentation and age spots, okay? The oil trio, I call it the oil trio, in this specific face oil, and it's avocado, olive, and almond oil. And that trio in combination relieves inflammation and is a wonderful skin balancer that stabilizes the acid mantle. Ooh, you guys know what the acid mantle is. And so here is our acid mantle, right? So we are making sure that we are balancing the pH within that level, okay? The lotion for dry around mouth. Yeah, you can use it around mouth. If you're really dry around mouth, I highly suggest the repairing face oil. That helps with dryness around the mouth a little bit better. Let's see, white willow bark is in this, and I use a lot of white willow bark because it has a natural forming salicylic acid, and it's good for breakouts. So I like to put a few things in products that keep your bacteria at bay, okay? Kill bacteria naturally so that we're not producing a lot of bacteria on the skin, which creates a lot of breakouts, okay? A lot of that comes from diet, and it comes out and bacteria feeds on what's coming out rapidly, right? And so this helps to kill that bacteria. The white willow bark does. There's ambrette essential oil in it, and that's where it got its name, ambrette face lotion. And it's a musky green scent tone. It's one of my favorite scents. I love the musky undertones. This is so good. It's like a musky fresh. If you haven't had it, we make it into a roll-on for some people at times, and they're obsessed with it. Kind of a spendy essential oil, but it's fabulous. It gives a youthful glowing appearance. It's nighttime, but can you see my glow? But this gives that nice glowing appearance, and a part of that is actually from the liquid crystals in it, and that cholesterol allele carbonate. Okay, we call them liquid crystals for short. And they are intense fatty lipids, and they help the skin barrier function, right? So we're going back to our fatty lipid layer, and we're telling this ingredient to go to the fatty lipid layer and make it plump, make it function well, okay? So that is the liquid crystals, and we use liquid crystals in a couple products, and you can in ModernRoots.org in the search engine, if you're really interested about liquid crystals, then you can type it in. What's really cool about liquid crystals is it's not a solid and it's not a liquid. So it doesn't fall into either category, but it's a really neat ingredient to use. Really hard to get, but have to go on a list for a long time. But it's a really cool ingredient, really great for skin. Hard to find ingredients for the fatty lipid layer, okay? Let's see, so then the grapefruit and lime face mist is what I'm going to use next. I really love using neroli and myrrh as well. Neroli and myrrh is a little bit more for mature skin, and I really love the grapefruit and aloe. I feel like I'm in the crossover stage, right? Like, kids are getting a little bit older, but I still like the grapefruit and lime because it kills bacteria, but it feels really good. And what this does is it rehydrates your face. Like we just washed it, we're gonna rehydrate, let the ingredients pull deeper into the skin, the hyaluronic acid deeper into the skin, take that moisture, get deeper into the skin levels, and take this moisture with it. So I just do a couple times, and then I just kind of pat my face. Okay, and now that's gonna take that moisture and shove it in deeper to our dermis. Oh yes, we want to get to our dermis and tell these little fibros, I call it fibros, fibroblasts cells to produce more collagen. Yes, that's what we want to do. So I just spritz myself with that. What I love about the sprays too, you toss them in your purse, it's super dry. all winter. Halfway through the day, I'll spritz my face and kind of tap it. It feels like a refresher. You know, halfway through the day, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so dry. My skin is like so sagging. I love these because they help to kind of push in more moisture to the face, and it feels really good. Okay, lastly, well, almost lastly, we're going to talk about clearly screened. And even in the winter, because we get reflection off of snow, or you're in a warmer climate, it is important to protect your skin, especially throughout the day. We created an SPF for face that's translucent, but it also is blue light blocking. So like when you're all around blue light, we're around it all the time. We're on our phones, computers, work, whatever. We're around it all the time. You can't avoid it. Like, I suppose you could, but it's very difficult. But it's smooth, weightless, and gentle. And it smells. It's, oh gosh, guys, this is might be one of my favorite smells. Might be top 5. Super good. We want to, I don't rub the other product like super hard off or anything. I'm just kind of gently dabbing it on, right? Gently dab it on. We have people that write in and say, is it possible that the clearly screened is making my skin nicer? And the answer is yes. Here's why. It's got apricot oil in it for sensitive skin. It's got frankincense extract, which reduces the free radicals on your skin, which is cancerous cells, right? Cucumber extract for purifying and perking up the skin. It makes your skin look perkier. It's got arnica, vanilla absolute, and a translucent SPF combination. 4 different things in it that are translucent to help block sun. It's about an SPF 30. It had to go through third-party testing, and it tests out between 32 and 36. I always tell people it's a 30. Don't count on the extra numbers. Reapply, right? But a customer of ours, Lori, and it's on the website as well, but her statement about this is, love it. Goes on smooth, no white residue, protects well, the best I have ever used. Buy it. That's a huge compliment because there's so many sunscreens on the market, but it did take a long time to develop this product and go through third-party testing, so a lot of people absolutely love our Clearly Screened. It's called Clearly Screened because you're screened from the sun, UV protection, and blue light, and also it's clear. So at this point, I want to tell you guys, thanks for lasting through our morning time routine. If you guys have any questions about the products, start listing them now. We have a free sample of Clearly Screened this week. Online or in-store purchases, you will get a free sample of our Clearly Screened, which is a great way to try a product, a natural SPF that works super good. And you can look at all of this product at modernroots.org. And then lastly, I love using our lip glosses, and this one's Pina Colada. It's kind of tropical, and I kind of layer this heavy, like, and I go a little bit outside my lip. Yep, I like it thick. But this has lanolin, cocoa butter, coconut oil. It provides this lovely little slip. We make customs of this for Christmas for corporate stuff because they love it so much. We also have one called Shimmer and Shine that has the same formula, and our tangerine lip gloss. So all wonderful lip glosses, relatively inexpensive, but we have people that buy 2-3 at a time because they don't want to be without it. At this point too, you are ready for makeup. If you're gonna wear makeup, now's the time. If you're not gonna wear makeup, your skin is glowing, rock your skin. Okay, let's see. Okay, what was the face lotion you used? Ambrette face lotion. Ambrette face lotion. Okay, and if you guys have other questions, chime in. I have a lot of teenagers that love this one. This is a fave amongst teenagers to like 30 because there are some preventatives in it, but they're a little bit collagen producing, but really like give that healthy glow and also kind of targets breakouts too. And let me tell you, just because Ambret works great. Yes, yes it does. I love Ambret. But just because you are 40, 38, whatever, it doesn't really matter. We go through hormone shifts and we'll start to break out again. It might be on our chin, our forehead, around our nose. Typical is chin and under chin, but wonderful for breakouts and really any age for that, like that lighter lotion. That's not a cream. If you guys continue to use processes like this, you will notice a huge difference in your skin tone and texture and smoothness. We have people that have started the nighttime routine and they are just enthralled with their results, and we're super glad that they are, because there's a lot of research and development that goes into skin cell attraction and skin cells attracting to certain oils and products and getting to different levels, right? We want to get to our different levels of skincare and the ingredients to go into those levels and to be effective. You want to get what you pay for, right? But so often we hear customers tell us that their friends and family want to know what they're doing different in their skincare routine once they start using these products, because you do have that healthier glow, you're getting a better exfoliation, all that good stuff. And this morning routine really packs that nourishment. We're trying to feed the skin, repair, and enhance our skincare. So if you guys don't know where the stores are located, there's in Minnesota, Buffalo, Minnesota, Stillwater, Minnesota, and Wayzata, Minnesota. And you can also go to ModernRoots.org and look on our website to see the addresses and of the other stores as well. And then we also have, or a quick Google search, one in Kalispell, Montana. If you haven't been to Kalispell or know where it is, or if you're from Kalispell, tell your friends, come shop with us. We'd love to help you. We manufacture at that location as well as Buffalo. And then we have one, our newest store in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is 3.5 hours from Kalispell. And it's a really great location for you guys if you're ever there. Oh my gosh, Coeur d'Alene's gorgeous. But, and those are the stores we currently have. So, or you can reach us at ModernRoots.org. And if you guys have any other questions for tonight, then I will give you a couple more minutes, maybe 30 seconds instead, so you guys don't have to wait on too long. But definitely try some of the products that we talked about tonight if you haven't before. Milk Kefir Face Wash, I know, is a big one that is a favorite in the Chaga eye. So if you guys haven't tried them, or if you have tried them, now you know what's in them. So, which is really great too. All right, thank you, and have a wonderful night. And stay tuned for our next live, what our next live will be on. And if you guys make any purchases, you will be getting your free sample of the clearly screened face SPF. All right, you guys have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.